Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Cut the BS. West Coast Eagles face tough questions as they walk the road to rebuilding. For the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are changin'. Inside West Coast's halls at Lathlain, the club that has spent most of the past decade feeling like a rolling stone is now more akin to an out-of-control boulder heading directly for a cliff. While injuries and COVID-19 have conspired to wreck any hopes of another flag tilt this season, the penny probably dropped during their Good Friday humiliation at the hands of Sydney as a red and white hurricane left the Eagles tangled up in blue. Discover the latest news from your neighbourhood with PERTHNOW Digital Editions. West Coast's defiance for the past 12 months and belief their talented but ageing squad could challenge for a flag is to be commended. After all, it was the same mindset which helped them win the 2018 premiership, but it is now clear the glory days are over and the next few years must now be dedicated to refreshing the team and nurturing young talent. However, with post-peak veterans and the bulk of their best players still a couple of years off retiring, what will this West Coast rebuild look like? Glen Jakovich opined the club's flag window had slammed shut for at least 5 years. While I don't necessarily believe in premiership windows, the club's rebuild should be viewed through the prism of being competitive again within the next 5 years and how many of the current squad could contribute to the team in 2027. You can put a line through Josh Kennedy and Shannon Hurn, who were rumoured to be considering retirement last season, while Luke Shuey and Naitanui's injury history will make it tough for them to be part of this team in 2027. Jeremy McGovern, Jack Darling, Jamie Cripps and Jack Redden will also be in their mid-30s by then. In 5 years, the veterans of this team will be Elliot Yeo, Tim Kelly, Dom Sheed, Willie Rioli and Tom Barrass, all of whom will be the wrong side of 30, and the Liams, Ryan and Duggan, will turn 30 that year. The trouble with this top-heavy, aging squad built in the pursuit of immediate wins is it has come at the cost of draft picks and youth development. The Eagles are the only team to have not had a top 10 pick in the AFL Draft over the past decade and have had only 6 rising star nominees in the same time. As such, it is hard to know which of their current crop of under-23s have the potential to be above-average AFL players. The only one you can say with any conviction is Oscar Allen, although Harry Edwards, Xavier O'Neill, Luke Edwards, Patrick Naish and Luke Foley have shown glimpses, while rookies Campbell Chesser, Brady Huff and Ritbatso garnered some pre-season buzz. There are some tough decisions to be made at the club this off-season. Primarily, what sort of young guns do they need to restore the club atop its perch? Which of the mid-ages can continue to elevate their games and which older players need to make way for the next generation? Having 7 rookies, equal third most in the league, is a good base to start from, as are the 3 picks they will have in the first 2 rounds of next year's draft. Jackson Nelson, Tom Cole, Josh Rotham, Alex Witherden, Jack Petruchel, Jermaine Jones and Zach Langdon have enjoyed varying degrees of success in their careers so far and will all be at least 28 in 5 years, but the next few years will be crucial for all of them to cement their spots in West Coast's best 22. Perhaps the hardest questions will be asked at contract time, with a raft of players set to be off the books, including some veterans who can help the team, but their ceiling is shrinking. It would be shocking if Naitanui was not offered a new deal and ditto for skipper Shuey, pending his body holding up. But what about Jack Redden, a flag hero who turns 32 after this season and is out of contract? Redden is still a solid player, but does his continued presence deprive youngsters such as O'Neill of valuable midfield time? Every move West Coast make this off-season must be made with their desire to rebuild this roster into a title contender in mind. I am not saying they should get rid of players X, Y and Z, because frankly the club probably knows better than me how much gas in the tank their veterans have, and which ones are worth retaining to guide the next generation. After all, you need a balance. But the Eagles need a refresh and the kids need game time, at the very least so the club can see what they are made of. To quote Al Pacino in The Godfather, it's not personal. It's strictly business.